Hello, future self. The most exciting thing happened at work today. We got approved to have a blog. Blog. Oh, we used to have such a good blog at LVR, and now we're gonna have a blog again, and it's gonna be amazing. And look, again, don't shoot into the window. Hi, little camera. Look at this cute outfits that I made. You're slightly too high. Go down. Go down. Down. Hi, outfits. Yes, outfits are adorable. And I have a back. So cute. Real. Definitely very blobby. Blub. But it's all painted and pretty. And it has these nice soft cuffs on it that I made. Yeah. Shoosh. I kind of have to like stick my arms up and then, oh, maybe it would be cute. Oh, with my fanny pack. Let's try that. My new fashion fanny pack. Yes. That I got in Detroit. It's not technically a fanny pack. It's just a regular ass bag, but it doesn't matter because you can do whatever you want with objects. If you want to have a fanny pack, then you can have a fanny pack. Oh, that's real cute. Oh, with some pants. Oh yeah. I'm gonna put my video games in there. Yeah, outfits. Oh man, I'm the best at outfits. Hello, future self. I need a haircut and my head is all poofy. Alright. Turning you off accidentally is a thing that is happening. Okay. So, what is happening right now? We got approved to have a vlog. Which means I have been spending all day doing making of a vlog. Which I can't currently show you, but I will be able to show you very soon. So instead, let's take a break from doing endless WordPress things, which are incredibly annoying, and do some crayon melt. Okay, so I've been sewing, an experimental sewing. I really like button-up shirts with collars. I really love the way collars look, but I hate the bottoms of these shirts. So I decided that I would experiment on one of the ones that I have that I never wear, but I like the pattern of. And I'm realizing I'm not going to be able to button that button. Whatever. Unbutton it. There we go. It'll lay flatter that way anyway. So, I chopped it off like right at the titties. So now it has this top, but this section is, has knife pleats, which, let me flute them up a little bit so that they're not perfectly pressed since I just pressed them. So yeah, this is an experiment in having a shirt that I like wearing. I thought theoretically that I'd be able to button this bottom button, but it seems like I would need one here and one here, and I thought that one would do it, but no. So I'm just going to have to leave the bottom one unbuttoned, which is fine. It doesn't matter. Alright, let's try this without an undershirt. Yes, my radio is playing in the background, and yes, that is going to continue to be true. So, let's see. How does this look with no shirt on under it? Let me back up a little. It's kind of cute. I like that. Sousy. The boob's definitely on the verge of being uncovered, so I might need to wear something to squishify them. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna need to make me another one of these. Yes! Oh wait, let me fix my collar. Jeez, but yourself, you didn't even tell me my collar was all weird. Oh yeah, I'm cute. Well, yeah, my tits are mostly covered. Here, let's check. Nope. If I raise my arms, the titties is not covered, so that's alright. It's alright. Can have almost covered titties. I like it. Hello. And welcome to Steven That Make a Dinner. That's the game that we are playing now. It's a very exciting game. Actually, future self, this shot is so good and like warm, and I just love it so much that I want to save the whole thing. So I'm gonna, in a separate video, just put, you know, homemade dinner with husband on today's date. It's so good. It'll just be a like 16-minute long shot of us cooking and joking around. So go back and find that one. I think it's published just after this video. But yeah, it's delightful. Bye. Future self, we did all of the cooking and now we shall finish the noodles. Steve made almond meatballs that come in like a turmeric sauce. They're a form of curry, but I thought we could have spaghetti and meatballs in that sauce, so now we are going to zhoosh them. Zhoosh. The noodles are extremely long and I don't know how to get them out of this pan. Oh no, this does not work. We need another tool. What tool shall we acquire? This one. Blum, 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 blum. Scoops. Scoops. Yes. And now we shall rise. And then we shall deposit into the pan. And jiggle them. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. It's very elegant. And now we just finish them in the pan. We're turning up the heat a little bit. Getting them sauces cooking. Sauce. My face is not a meeple. Your face is a meeple.
Everybody's
What? My face is attached to a meeple? That's rude.
I was about to be attached to something.
It's not a stir fry. Why is stirring it?
I wasn't stir frying.
It's so
Actually, that's the temperature. Do you think that's a good consistency?
Yeah, that's fine.
I like that consistency.
It can be saucy. It can have the sauce. It can a pooch. This one needs a pooch. Hello, future self, and welcome to M wears the same Batman hoodie for the rest of their life.
What?
Batman hoodie!
Oh.
So, me and this human over here is going to go for a bicycle ride with a doggett. And I'm very excited. And so I got my outfits on. Look at that cuteness. Look at them. Nom, nom, nom. Look at that. Pan around the cuteness.
It's so weird. We're in the future. The camera and the screen are so small, but they're perfectly clear. It's so bizarre.
Bizarre.
It's the future.
And the camera looks for you too. Like it is turning for your face.
Cameras.
Yeah. The screen is very tiny.
Apparently doesn't like my face.
So you just have to have me not in it. See? Now it's following you.
Like max headroom.
Muddy belly. Hi. So we is coming down here to get some musubis and some milk tea and to go on a muddy dog adventure. Look, there's a dog. Dog. Yeah. The best dog. Oh yeah, this hair is a mess. This hair needs some love and affection. Dun 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 dun. So, we have a shirt. This is very short and very ruffly. Ruffle. So I really like collars. I really like the button-up part. But the bottoms of these shirts always look stupid, so I'm gonna try this on now. I don't have bra on. Bra on! So yeah, it comes sort of like just to... I guess that's the nipple line? I don't know. Let me flip you around. This is just so it doesn't automatically track my face. But yeah, so it's, you know, have this little t-shirt under it and has a little ruffle. So, this one I managed to put the buttons closer together here so that it's a little bit less ridiculous. But let's go look in the mirror to see what has happened. My ruffles were stuck. Hi. And so I got them unstuck, so now I have ruffles. Yeah. It's an interesting, like, I'm gonna try putting, I need to try making an outfit now that I have two of these shirts. Outfit time. This time I'm gonna try with having a bra so that my chesticle areas is more squished. I don't wear a binder mostly because I find them very uncomfortable. I just wear sort of squishifying sport faux bras. So let's just try it like this and see. It's like has a little black and red in it, and I'm not sure what to wear it with. It's kind of nice, just like unbuttoned. Just like that. Good morning, future self, and welcome to this giant dog that thinks that they is a lap dog. Yeah. This one over here encouraged this one over here to crush me. I'm being crushed by dogs. The dog is not that heavy. It's just this elbow right here. This one is a stabby organ, stabby elbow. Stab. Yeah, it's very important. It's very important to be an organ stabbing lap dog first thing in the morning while Momo is trying to play video games. Oh, your elbow! What's wrong, Momo? What's wrong? Hey, future self. So, for Hand Arts for Humans homework this week, we are reading The Drawing Hand, Chapter 4. And so far, I've read a bunch of it. And the thing I am most interested in is this concept somewhere in here. Fortunately, I can't highlight the text because this is just a picture that has not been converted. But basically, the difference between sketching and photography as a sort of low versus high embodiment. Here it is. In an act of drawing or sketching, the drawing produces three different sets of images: the drawing that appears on paper, the visual image recorded in my cerebral memory, and the muscle memory of the act of drawing itself. These are not these are not momentary snapshots, but happen in temporal process, which allows for evaluation, correction, and re-evaluation. And it is a cinematic action recorded as a graphic image. I have sketched during, let's see, it makes me remember vividly each one of the hundreds of scenes I have sketched during the 50 years of my travels around the world, whereas I can hardly recall any of the places that I have photographed as a result of the weaker embodied recording of taking a photograph. And since I am mid-process thinking about this idea of prosthetic memory and Amnesia Diaries as a project, and trying to think through not only my own memory disability, but sort of the ways in which I can augment, remember, think through materials, specifically conversational, which in these kind of writings are usually called dialectical when you're in a dialogue, and the embodied materiality of drawing. Because this, the hand is not very involved in the video portion of Amnesia Diaries, but I have the notebook portion of Amnesia Diaries is all about the hand. Like, it's all hand-drawn and handwritten. It's all sort of like pencil on paper. And so I'm wondering how these two things are sort of interrelated. Because in this writing, it's in a contrast, right? Like, drawing a scene helps me remember it better than photographing that same scene. And Amnesia Diaries isn't really about remembering a place or a landscape or a face, any of that. It's more about remembering, like, sort of my journey, my, like, the changes I go through over time. So yeah, I'm just curious about how the drawing, the hand in the notebooks and the eye in the camera work are related. Yeah, so that a ramble about art reads. Hopefully I will take the dog for a run soon, and maybe get some snacks. So yeah, that's what I'm reading about. Good morning, future self. Guess what? Let me turn this light. Plus, turn you around. These are the old notebooks here. But starting from here, this is like when I started Amnesia Diaries. And this is exactly a year ago, March. All the way through to the one that goes through March 18th of this year. It also has an old notebook in it, which is why it says 2015. But I have now officially been doing Amnesia Diaries for an entire year. Look at that. Bam! Oh yeah. It is so snazzy. I'm real excited about it. Let's turn the light back so I can see. I have If I stand right here, I have a beautiful halo. Halo! I got a bunch of stuff done yesterday. Where's my stuff that got done? I made this giant list yesterday of all the shits I gotta do. And I have been doing them. And I think that I can probably get the rough draft of the Amnesia Diaries video for this week edited. Not this video, but the previous video, the one from Detroit. Since now I'm editing weekly videos, I go through like several editing passes on them, mostly because I used to just edit like one and then finish, edit one, finish, edit one, finish, edit one, finish. But now I'm doing some new techniques to it. So I want to click on my face so that it can follow me. This is not working, y'all. This is not working. This is a face. I don't know if you know about it. It is called a face. It is very annoying that it stops working in the middle of the video. What I'm working on right now is the Hand Arts for Humans homework, which is, I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I'm going to talk about a little bit more because I have more noteses. So, yesterday we were talking about the sort of relationship between something being higher on the embodiment scale, and thus being better to remember it. So, yeah, we were talking about like how this was like a second ago in the video, but in my actual life it was hours and hours and a sleeps ago. So I guess like revamps the brain. Revamps the brains. Oh, we were talking about sketching being higher on the embodiment scale than, for example, like taking a photograph. So because I'm working on this prosthetic memory project, and I was thinking about like, so what are the ways that I'm photographying and not doing embodiment, i.e. like right now I'm using an artificial intelligence, I'm using a machine learning thing which controls a gimbal that tracks my face so that I can move around when I'm talking and I don't get out of frame. So that's even lower embodiment than like, for example, taking a photograph where I'm like looking and clicking. So it's extremely low embodiment is sort of like using an AI to assist you in making a memory, and something extremely high embodiment is, I was thinking like making a dance, making a dance of a place, making a dance as like a record of being at a place. But my other questions are like, these videos get edited. Does editing change the embodiment scale of the video? So let me turn this light off. Hold on for one more day. There we go. So does editing video increase the embodiment scale? Because I'm like doing something not quite sketching, because there isn't, the muscle memory is for editing in general and not for like a particular sketch. But maybe that's also true for sketching. So the muscle memory for a sketch is sketching in general, not for a particular sketch. Maybe it's sort of both. And then, what about sketching a scene into a dance, which is a far more embodied medium, but without the visual on paper output. So, the book is talking about 3 forms of record, sort of record that is created by sketching: the picture that you make, the cognitive picture in your brain, and the muscle memory image that you make sort of like inside of your body. And so how would higher embodiment but fewer record images created sort of affect your memory of a thing, sort of like changing mediums but increasing embodiment? And then, so that sort of leads me to this idea, is like, is it the combination of visual record plus a high embodiment medium that gives you better memory of the thing that you were sort of working on, the things you were thinking through, the place you were, what you were doing, that kind of thing? So usually in my notebooks currently, let's open the current notebook, I'm not, I just stabbed myself in the throat with my own book, so let's put this right here. I'm not really sketching like the place I am or what I'm doing. These are more sort of like all in the hands. Hands are completely guiding what's happening. These are all about sort of like sensation or feeling. Let me go to the next set, the ones that I did yesterday. This is all writing. This is another sort of like thing I've been doing lately with the crayons. Melting crayons onto paper and then drawing over them. Again, this is not a sketch of a thing that I am looking at. So not sure how this kind of sketching would interact with what Thinking Hand is talking about with the improvement of memory. I'm gonna move the face over here so that maybe you can see it better. I don't know if this is working. So using my face to use the camera. So yeah, like this is a sketch, but it's not of a thing I was looking at. But does doing stuff like this improve my memory for the feelings, for the thoughts, for the actions, for the places of that day? I don't know, but these are all the things that I'm thinking about. I'm gonna stop rambling now because it's been 7,000 hours. Okay, goodbye. Hi, future self. You know how you had that idea where you were going to make all of your videos into one long, week-long video, and then it would be less stressful and easier? It's actually more stressful and harder. So I have decided, fuck it, I'm not doing it. Naha! Take that! Hello, future self. I am a dumb. Trying to make Amnesia Diaries into not daily videos was an experiment that turned out terribly, and I'm not doing it anymore. Blah. It took way longer to edit. I thought it would be easier to just like blop it all into one video, but no, it turns out it's much harder to edit. And I get much more obsessive about it, and it makes it really stressful and stupid, and I do not want Amnesia Diaries to feel stressful and stupid. That is the opposite of the goal. So, failing is fun. Let's do it. Also, look. I did poaches. Oh. Oh, did I wake you up? I'm sorry.
Isn't that nice?
What's not nice?
Illicitly filming my affair with this pooch.
But you're so cute.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Yeesh. Yeah. Oh, breath stinks.
Because I'm a dog. Dogs. Hi, future self. So, I has been having thinks, and so this whole like, should I make weekly videos or should I make daily videos thing, I've been experimenting with making them weekly, as you have seen for the past 2 videos, and then I just started like freaking out. They were horrible and stressful and hard to do, and I think actually it might just be that my brain is stressed right now and I'm super anxious about everything. But I'm in this horrible thought spiral about how I am stupid and I'm a loser, failure, who can't get anything done, and who, basically, I don't know what happened. I was doing real good, and then all of my like routines and stuff got messed up from traveling so much. So for the past like 3 weeks, I have just been like inching closer to becoming an anxiety monster. And so like, I need to not be doing that. I need to like focus on getting my routine back and getting my brain back. And then maybe I can make decisions about how brains are acting and about like changing things in videos and etc. So that's what's happening. I keep going back and forth about this decision, but I think it's mostly just because, brains are having a hard time right now. You're okay. You're gonna be okay. Pretty city. Pshaw. Pshaw. And there's a dog. And there's a husband. Look, Self, we are doing an anti-anxiety adventure to come and get some perspective on the things. Oh, thank you. He's gonna use his helmet lighting upon my visage.
I just have to look at.
Ooh. Yeah, feeling kind of crap today, as we have discussed. So we're doing a video game bicycle evening to repair worry humans. It's not maybe it's not worry humans, it's more like hating yourself for stupid nonsense humans. Yeah.
It's funny, it's like in the IRL, it doesn't look that much different, but on your camera, the difference between lit and unlit is like, well, literally day and night.
Blinko lights!
You know, like when I look away from you and look at you.
Hello, future self. Anxiety report. Doing a little better than yesterday. I have, not completely hated myself all morning. Success. Partially assisted by this pooch right here. I had a kitten a minute ago, but then I lost her. Yeah, I mostly just feel kind of meh and not actively hating myself or calling myself names. So, improvement. But I was just listening to Diaries, one of my favorite San Francisco-based podcasts. And I know that this is totally obvious, but there I go again. One of the people in the podcast was telling a story about living in San Francisco and how they had met someone that they lived, who they went to middle school with, and they lived in Alabama. They had both moved out here, and how San Francisco and the Bay Area in general is this place where, like, people go when they feel like they don't fit in where they are. I definitely feel like that's one of the reasons that we came here, and I love it here. But it turns out a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds feel like they don't fit in, including a lot of techies. And that's one of the reasons, that a lot of, the highly technical people live here or come here. So it's interesting, like, being this conglomeration of people who feel like they don't fit in, and what that really means to different communities, and how people come here and feel like they fit in while also simultaneously feeling like San Francisco is changing, and it's, San Francisco is this boom and bust town, there's all this money, like, ruining everything, and so it's just, like, an interesting place to live, and I like listening to people's stories about it, because it sort of opens my eyes to other people's experiences of the city and how they are similar and different from mine. So yeah, highly recommend that you continue listening to Diaries, the podcast. Goodbye. This one right here, this one thinks that there was an error on the bike computer, and this one thinks it is my field, which is not a real thing, except for everybody thinks I got a field, because all the things break when I'm around. So we got an error, then Steve unhooked the battery for Tuhazing fixing of the error, and that means that it got 100% worse and nothing was working. But now Steve's is on it, so it's working.
We don't have a warning icon so far, but that doesn't mean it's fixed. But it's probably.
Really? Are you serial right now?
Yeah.
There was a giant warning when I was writing it.
Well,
this is so dumb.
Get away from it. You're gonna break it.
Whatever. Okay, so it may have been my actual fault because I wore this long pajama shirt, which about 5 minutes ago was 6 inches longer, and it got caught in the chain. It was my fault. because I was dumb. And then my shirt, I got up off the bike and first do 2 check things. You can hear the dog drinking 1,000 gallons of water in the background. And he was like, oh, the whole back of your shirt is covered in mechanic's grease. It's ruined. So I just chopped it off. Shrink. Good job, self. Don't wear long shirts on bicycling. This is a good thing to know. Apparently, I have made this exact mistake before. Except for instead of an outfit, it was a pride flag that I had for the trans march. And I just